Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are back with the lives. It was international break. Honestly, there was not a lot of things that we could speak about. So instead of being there in your home, taking much precious time from your lives, I decided to wait a bit with some videos. Pay attention because the video Israel 4, Italy 5 was a top video. I didn't even expect, actually, honestly, I didn't want to record about the international break. I didn't want to speak about it, but then when I saw the interest of all the people, I was quite surprised because it was in the last 10 videos one of the best one, actually one of the best one from a long time ago. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I was happy about that, even if I would have preferred that it was actually a Juve topic instead of La Nazionale. It is what it is. I will take it. I take it. Let's not blame the algorithm of YouTube. Attention, because I really want to say happy birthday with one day more, because it was yesterday, to our friend Daniel Abdelnour. Thank you for the birthday wishes. But did you receive... here you go, because that was the next question. Did you receive the video? Because sometimes it happens, not the first time, but sometimes it happens that family, friends, girlfriends, parents, or whatever are writing me some DMs, some secret messages for their family members or a friend or whatever, and asking Beppe, could you send a message for the birthday? And it happened with the girlfriend of Dani that said, Beppe, can you send one, because Dani is a huge big fan of the channel. Can you do it? So I said absolutely yes, and that's what I did. So of course, sometimes it's difficult to keep the secret, but I'm happy that the birthday wishes arrived to your home. Bravo, grande Dani. And I have a surprise. I don't know why. Of course, it's a secret, but it could be that we meet soon. I don't want to say too much about it, but it could be that before the beginning of 2026, so still in 2025, I go back in USA, in a city where I was about to go, but at the end I didn't go yet. But that's the next planned trip outside of Europe, at least. Could be that I'm doing something in Europe before, but outside of Europe, it could be my next trip again in USA. I'm happy. I love it. Oh, guys, the only time I went to USA, it was in Canada when I was 14. And since I went to Orlando, to Philadelphia, to New York, to Washington, Orlando, I already said, to Boston. Do I forget something? Boo, I don't know. I went to Toronto last week, and I could back to another city. So what I would recommend you is always to try to find on Juventus.com Juventus official fan clubs in the neighborhood, because when we are doing these kinds of events, that unfortunately I cannot reveal too much in advance. When it will be time, I will tell you. But when we are doing these kinds of events, meet and greets, Q&A, watch parties, well, the president of the club, they are contacting you if you want to be on the waiting list, or if you want to be someone that is attending. Last time we did it with Stefan Lichtsteiner. Could be that we go again somewhere with other legends of the club. So that's what I recommend everyone. Go find the closest Juventus official fan club in your neighborhood. Important, super important if you want to be there. I love these events. I really love these events. Not only USA, in Italy and in Europe. We have some events planned. I don't want to spoil too much, but it could be also in Asia. So this year could be a big one. But that's not why we are here. We are here to speak about Juventus Football Club, about the big game that is upcoming, Juventus Inter, Il Derby d'Italia, with tomorrow presentation of Zhegrova and Openda, officially at 2:30 p.m. Italian time. Let me know with a yes or with a no if you want a live coverage of the presentation. even if I believe that both players will speak English. But I don't think that they speak Italian already. Yeah? After 1 week would be crazy. I believe that Zhegrova will learn it extremely fast, faster than Openda. It will be 2:30 p.m. Italian time. So in New York, LJJ, you take 6 hours away from it. So 2:30, it's what time? 14 minus 6, it's 8:30 in the morning, your time. It's early, yeah? Super early. Buongiorno, Davide Galeone. Ciao, Just. Grande, grande. When I see that people are calling me Just, I know it's from the Italian community. Grazie to Marco Goldnick. 43 months, I'm too old for GJustjuve channel. Forza. Why are you too old? No, you are never too old, Marco. Hey, what should I say? And what should Mikey Mazzarese say? 44 months for our friend. Ciao, Beppe. Ciao a tutti. Not much to say except that I bought the new third kit today. I can't wait for it to arrive. Very excited for Saturday's game. I ordered it as well, and we can see it here. Attenzione. You can see the shirt here, worn by Kenan Yildiz. Tradition, modernity, Italian excellence were the 3 words to describe the shirt. It's beauty. It's a beauty. It's really a beauty. Like Mikey Mazzarese, I bought it immediately. I don't want to risk that it's sold out. Let me check, by the way. Is it already sold out in some sizes, at least in the authentic one? I'm sure that they increased the stocks to avoid what happened last year, where it was already gone immediately, but I cannot tell you with 100%, so let me check what they say. Match kits, third kit, I will go to our, can we go to third kit, men? Wait, Third kit, men, here, the third authentic, no, it's still available, okay. It's still available, which is not bad, because I remember that last year there were some problems. I knew that they would increase it, but I really wanted to avoid it. I really wanted to avoid that we had the same problems as last year in being then way too late. I will explain you also the detail between the authentic and the fan version. But first, can you guess who I've put on the back on the shirt? Can you guess if I took the sponsor, yes or no? Let me know. And also let me know what you did with your shirts, guys. Niz is going with Thuram. I see Thuram. I see Zhegrova. Thuram, Zhegrova for Niz. Sorry. Zhegrova. Adzic. I see here Kenan Yildiz. Zhegrova without sponsor for Ciao Juventini. Grande Ciao Juventini. Grande Ciao Juventini. I was waiting for Ciao Juventini to pop up in one of our lives. Special shout out to our friend Ciao Juventini. He knows how important he has been for me, for the channel, for a lot of Juventini that wanted to dream this summer, and I don't want to say too much about it. So, keep it in mind, because the shirt should arrive on Friday here. For the people that are doubting, I've put my money on it. Wait, I will show you, because then some people, they will again say, hey, Beppe, you're sponsored, you receive too much. So it's with my money, with my money. Expected delivery Friday the 12th. So you see that on the mail I bought the shirt. I don't want to show you the price, because if I show you the price, then you will know if I took a sponsor or not, if I took some players or not. So I don't want to spoil too much. When it will be there official, then I will tell you. But so keep it in mind, because on Friday the shirt, hopefully it's not delayed. Hopefully not, because I think, or I hope, or maybe we will play the first game against Inter with that shirt, and I would love to wear it, also to make a video about it. That being said, let me say thank you to Sashin Full, that became a member of the channel. Thank you, my friend. And also to Hernan Jimenez, I have difficulty to say Hernan and Hermano right one after the other, but Hernan Gimenez that became a member of the channel already a long time ago, but today decided to offer 20 people on the channel to become a member. Gracias, hermano. Gracias, Hernan. 20 is beautiful. 20 is really, really, really beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Guys, you know that here I don't speak about politics because I don't know anything about politics, and also because, according to me, you know, my philosophy in the world. I would love that one day everyone is kind with each other. Would be nice, no? Whatever religion, whatever political belief you have, whatever what. Ragazzi miei, I believe that if we would be all a bit more kind with each other and respectful towards each other, it would be really, really, really nice. So that being said, please don't speak about politics here in the chat. That would be really nice. No, I didn't forget. I tell you, keep it aside, because on Friday I will show you, I will reveal you, and I will tell you my philosophy about why I took the shirt like that with a player, which player, with a sponsor, which sponsor. I will tell you everything. Allora, where are we? Where are we in the chat? You want to speak about the third shirt or not? No, you want to first speak about that, about Zhegrova that will score on Saturday. Look, if we are going towards the Juve Twitter, let me try to go to Juve Twitter. What do we see? Add-on Zhegrova, that you can see also the 4 minutes of training session of today. Today they were add-on Zhegrova and Openda that were there in training session, as you can see. I saw it. It's not that you see too much, of course not. Igor Tudor is never revealing the lineup, so imagine if he will start revealing the formation, so he's not doing it. But you see a few important images. You see the first one, I don't know if you watch it or not yet. The first image is really, really beautiful, where you see Openda arriving. Then you see Zhegrova arriving, Zhegrova with a smile until here. I'm super happy to be there. That was the ultimate dream of Zhegrova. I remember that I made a tweet where some people were doubting a bit, and it was on September the 2nd. And in that tweet, I was clearly stating and writing, for the people that are still continue to ask about Zhegrova, if he's ready to play or not, don't worry. That's what I said. I said in his last training sessions in Lille, he was literally a monster, a beast. The guy is more than ready. EZ11 or Easy 11. Where when I said that, doesn't mean that he will start against Inter and he will play 95 minutes and he will score una tripletta or 5 goals like Erling Haaland yesterday. That's absolutely not possible. Also because it's a player that is not playing since December. Don't forget about that. He didn't play a single minute in 2025. But he's a player that was impressing already with Lille in his training sessions, for that grinta, for that will, for really being ready to start playing. He was already called up with Lille where he didn't play. Now he's at Juve, and if you are looking at the images of his training session today, you can really see that he has that velocity, that speed, that first step where he can win some meters, that dribbling, that beautiful ball control. You can see all these kind of things, but the most important thing, the smile of Zhegrova. Zhegrova is ready to play minutes with Juve. I received some confirmation from inside La Continassa that some of the people are a bit impressed about how we started the training session. Bravo. Add-on. Then we need to discover, of course, the medical staff. We need to understand himself, because he's the one that can give us some answers. We need to understand Tudor, how many minutes they believe that he can play against Inter, if they believe that he can play against Inter. I really believe also without Chico Conceição that we can see him against Inter, and I'm really happy about that. But happy to always to see our players that are playing. But you know also, and that's what I always told you, after a long-term sickness, surgery, ACL, pubalgia, whatever. After long term, you always have these players that when they arrive, they have an initial fantastic impact for one game, 2 games, and then they have that moment of dip because ritmo partita, again playing, the suffering that they are obliged to also enter, that mental fatigue that is a football game at high level. So pay attention and give him time, please. Give him time, please. Give him time, please. So don't expect him, one, to be a starter. Don't expect that he will, from the moment that he will start, that he will be ready to play every game from the start. Calma. The beautiful images today, I will try to show you as well, because there were also the images today of the training session. Wait, let me show you if I can. Bravo. Up. Up. They're telling me that it's a bit too large. Okay, here we go. So I can show you the different images. Let's start. So you see also another good news, another fantastic news for the game against Inter. Cabal is training again with the team, fully training with the team, also for him. Same discussion than for Zhegrova. Actually, he's not even playing since November. The other one, since December, he's not playing since November. But Cabal is back in training session, also with Weston McKennie. You see Openda here with Kelly, Adzic, Zhegrova in the back, and Andrea Cambiaso. The good thing is that Cambiaso, Koopman, and Federico Gatti, they didn't play a lot of minutes. Of course, Cambiaso, we know he will not play against Inter, but he will be back in the game against Dortmund. Kefren Thuram, we have to speak about Kefren Thuram. He's on my to-do or to-speak list together with you today. Kefren Thuram, what about him? Because there are some news regarding the Frenchman. Perin back in training session as well. Perin back in training session as well, fully recovered now, so we will have him back in the squad list, back on the bench, and it's beautiful to have Cabal, to have Perin. So we are recuperating everyone. The only one that is missing at the moment are Miretti, that is training individually, uno. Unfortunately, Conceição, but I saw beautiful images as well. I think it's the next one of the next ones here. Okay, what is he telling him? Please, can you tell me what is Igor saying to Conceição? Because when I saw that one, guys, this is Juventus admin that is telling me, that is telling us, ragazzi, here you go, make memes about it. Go and do memes. This is for you. This is a gift. This is Christmas before the hour. So what is Igor Tudor saying to him? I'm your father. Je suis ton père. I am your father. Make the right decision. We know that decision making is important. We have some people that are thanking Hernan Jimenez for the membership. Buongiorno. Bye. Let me check. Smile. This is what Tudor. I don't know if Tudor is asking people to smile. Chico, you must grab and twist. You need to grow this much taller. I like that. I don't think it's possible. No, guys, Stefano, mamma mia. Oh, no. Beb, I have to go. I have collage tomorrow. You have a collage tomorrow? Then go. Go. School is important. What's wrong with your head? You don't put cream in carbonara. You gotta score against Inter or I'm gonna complain to Papa Sergio. I don't think that he will be called up against Inter. The good news is that he has no lesion. That's good. Today, from what I heard, there were other tests for him. So nothing major, but I think that he will miss Inter, trying to recuperate for Borussia. If not, then it will be for Verona. But we know one thing, and that's the order. No risk. We must be really cautious, not forcing. It's absolutely not the moment to force. Don't risk. We are in the beginning of the season. Calma. Manage that one. No cappuccino after 11, mate. Tudor, are you ready to play? Yeah, probably that's one of the most logic question that he could have asked. Ciao, Osh. Ciao. Osh. I don't understand what that means. Grow a beard. How big fish he catch. So I don't believe that he will be called up against Inter, and we'll go towards the tactical path first because we have some things here. Let's say thank you to Brock. Brock, 13 mesi con noi, waiting for the difference. Authentic. You want to go very fast? Yeah. We can go towards the difference between authentic and fan version. It's always more or less the same if we want. So you have two versions. I'm not entering all the technical detail, but maybe if you want, we can go towards the technical details. But here you can already see the first things. That on the fan version, that is €50 less or cheaper. 50, it's a lot of money, of course. And here you have €150. That's already the first big difference. €50 difference between two shirts. Why is that? Because you will tell me they look exactly the same. Well, yes and no. You see here, the first look that you can give is that the grapes, the leaves, they are much more visible, much more shiny because it's printed over it, and they have that kind of plastic coat over it. You see the design are much more visible all over the shirt, and that's the huge biggest difference. What else? You can see that here the logo is different. I don't know if I have a shirt here that I can show you. I should have like two shirts that I can show you. Wait a second. No, because these are both authentic. No, I wanted to show you on that one, but it's not working because both are authentic. Then it's not working. I need to find another one. But maybe I can show you here already. The logo on the authentic version, not, of course, it's different, this one, but it will always be like this, patched on it, while on the fan version is a bit more embroidered. So that's one of the big difference. This one is heat ready, and you can see it here. It's also written heat ready, while the fan version it's aerial ready. So it's a big difference also in how the shirts are made in terms of material, but all the details are much more work on. So that you see the fan version here, that's the fan version, while if you go towards the authentic version, which is more expensive, you see, you don't see it as the other. So the detail, or at least the leaves, etc., are different. You see it's much more incorporated in it. And you see it's a heat-ready shirt. So the big, huge differences are that you have also... here it was that patch, a triangle where it was written authentic shirt. You see it, authentic 23-24. But if we go towards the one of last year, That that's an authentic version of last year. So you see, the zebra will be also like that. You see, it will be on it like that. You can really feel the texture here with the trefoil here that you can see in the same material. Also all the details, you see the J logo, all the detail, it's not printed over it, but it's part of the material. Extremely light. It's nearly a see-through. Can you see? It's nearly a see-through. You can see normally my hand, you see my hand through it, or my face like that, you see, up. So, and then you have here the authentic licensed product. But when I will receive it on Friday, I will show you. I'm curious also to see if there will be some details. Last year there was the detail of Juventus in the back of the shirt, and also look at the difference. That's, for example, something that you don't have in the fan version. It's, you see that difference of material here in that color. That's something that you don't have on the other one. So in terms of guys, in terms of details, it's totally something. It's a different level. It's really a different level. Here you can see again the authentic license. You see, it's not printed over it. It's part of the material. Can you see also the leaves and so on? So it's really part of the material. Part of the material here. Do we have other images? Let me show you if we can. Let me check. So, you see, this one will be, maybe we can do that. Wait. That's a good one. Then we go towards something else, guys, and then we speak about Juve, Inter, but I really wanted to show you that. Wait, maybe we can do it like that. If I take the same picture, okay. You see? Look at the color here. You see where the zoom is? Here. Look at where the mouse is. Here. You see? You see here? In the color, look at, that's the fan version. So they continue with exactly the same material, all in the round of the neck here, with these stripes, while in the authentic, it will be that quality of thing that I showed you. Look at the stripes here. They are embroidered on it, while here it's like, look, here it's really like another material that they have stitched in it. You see? While here, it looks like they have put it over it. It's not a bad shirt, huh? That's not what I'm saying, huh? Look at the sleeves. And the difference with the sleeves here. Look at all. It's like, you know, like with this. This is a detail work. You see, it's white. It stops, and then the green is starting. Look at here. You have that continuity of the dark green, bottle green stripes. Yeah, the grapes. It's because it's a print. Here in the fan version, it's a print, while here it's not a print. It's in the material. Here we are speaking about a premium quality. Huh? Nah, I would not say it's just higher quality. It is higher quality. Look at the details, guys. But it's all the details in the color, in the sleeves. You have that authenticity patch. You have, and that's super important, the leaves, the grapes that are not printed, but are part of the texture of the material. You see the perforated here in the back. I'm curious to see if we have also a message somewhere. Not here. I would love to see the inside if there is a hidden message. You know that I go totally crazy for hidden messages. Huh? I go totally crazy for hidden messages. Doesn't look like it. Huh? It doesn't look like it. It is what it is. Okay. No. Look, I will tell you my opinion, huh? Pop. It's honestly, it's much more than $50, 50 euro difference. You know what's the problem? I personally believe that the fan version is too expensive. So if you want, that's my opinion, if you want, I would leave the 150 euro price for the authentic, for all the material, the details, the way of working, but I would put 25 euro less in the fan version. So instead of starting with 100, I would start with 75. That's my battle. My battle, huh? My battle. I think personally that the authentic is worth double the price of the fan version. Then I understand, then I perfectly understand that people say 150 euro base. Huh? That means no name. That means no, the sponsor are offered, but no names, no patch of Serie A or Champions League or whatever. At the end, plus the delivery cost if you're not living to or next to a store. I totally understand that it's extremely expensive. But that, unfortunately, it's not Juve. It's the market that has put that price point for Adidas, for Nike, for whatever. I think, of course, personally, I believe that all prices are excessive. But if we need to take a benchmark, I would say the 150 is legit for the authentic. It's the 100 for the fan version that is, according to me, not legit. Because for 50 euro, then I go all day long with the authentic, without any doubt. If you tell me, Beppe, the fan version is 70 euro, I'm a collector, so I would go for authentic. But then I would think twice. If I like a fan, I say, "Oh, that's a huge big gap." What I think. For people who are saying, Beppe, you should become a sales associate or you should become a seller. This has been my first job in my life, or one of my first jobs, to work in a store and to sell. So I know also how they think about it, how they work, how many shirts I have, over hundreds, easy. I didn't count. I stopped counting at a certain moment. But the problem is I really have too much. Look, I have shirts. I promise you it's not a joke. I have shirts on my desk. Of course, you will tell me, Beppe, you just take those ones. But I have the jacket here from Vialli. I have my wife, of course, will kill me. I have here the sweater. What is this? I don't even know what it is. I have here the sweater of the NASA, Juve NASA project of last year. If you look here, I have too much. I really have too much. I need to really stop. I really need to stop. This is absolutely not healthy. We need to stop. No, my big regret are the Palace shirt and the 120 years edition. You know for what reason I regret the Palace shirt? It's not because of me. You know why? Because I was present in the Juve Allianz Stadium the day of Juve Genoa. It was in November or the 31st of October when we played with that Palace shirt. We played with that Palace shirt that day. It was a one-shot against Genoa. We won with a penalty of Cristiano Ronaldo at the 96th minute. I went totally crazy. So the beautiful image of him running with that ponytail in the rain. I was there. Incredible image. But I'm not blaming myself. Why? Because I was there and I asked, "Are you selling the shirt?" And they told me, "No, we don't sell it." And it was, I think, a Saturday or something like that. And I said, okay. So on Sunday, I had to go to Milano. I went to Milano in the store of Juve. And they told me, "No, we don't sell it yet. It starts Monday or whatever." And when I came back from work, I think it was on Tuesday, because then I was not in Milano anymore. Then I came back on Tuesday. Or maybe something. It was Wednesday. I don't remember exactly, but I was there. But I remember that when I was home, it was over. So in Italy, they probably had it in the back office in the stock, and I couldn't buy it. And then when I was home, it was too late. So this one, I cannot blame myself, but I regret because I watched it with my eyes, real life. And then the 120 years, I'm regretting. You know why? Because I remember that it was extremely difficult to enter in the queuing list to buy the shirt. A lot of people were complaining because they couldn't enter the site. And I had the chance to enter the site, so I was there. It was 189 euro 70 cents for the year of Juve. If you're looking at today, it's not even that expensive for the 120 years. And I was there, and I said, I buy, I don't buy. And I watched my wife, and the look of my wife was like really, really, really pissed off. And I said, you know what, I will not do it. So I gave up, actually. I gave my spot in the list there, but I was not yet at that moment a hardcore collector because I didn't have the money. I didn't have that much money, and now I don't have much money neither. But I remember that for the 120 years, I gave up my spot, and I regret it every single day now. I regret it. Buongiorno, Sir Raz. Are you again in holiday? Why are you in France? La Rochelle. He's always on holiday, yeah? But the third kit is amazing. Yola! 37 months. He's saying, Beppe, I get fake shirt ads. No surprise if they sell well. Look, I receive, again, I come from a modest family. We were 4 kids. My father worked his entire life a lot, 11 years at night, so I didn't see my father during the day for 11 years because he was working. He was delivering for a bakery to the airport, to the big hotels, so at night. So I know what it is to come from a poor, modest family, to not have actually the budget to spend on shirts. So that's why I will never say don't buy, I will never blame people that are buying fake shirts, because I understand that it's extremely expensive. So I will never blame people, also because again, we were 4 kids. It's extremely difficult to buy shirts at the price that they are today. But I will never promote them. I will never promote them. For what reason? I believe that when you're a content creator for a club of football that is trying to go as authentic as possible as a person first, and to try to give as many credibility as possible, to give you as much quality as possible. And it's not perfect and the content that I'm doing, but I'm trying at least. Well, I cannot back up fake. I cannot. I don't want to back it up. I refuse, like every 2 weeks, people that are trying to sponsor me, to offer me shirts that are well done, but copies are fake. I think this is disrespectful for all the people. I believe personally that if I start promoting fake shirts, it's like I would lie to you. Because if I do that, then I can start doing clickbait, then I can start doing... I would be... Yeah, I would not feel well. That's my opinion. And again, not blaming the people that cannot go for... Then, if you can buy a shirt that is authentic or fan version, do it. Do it. First of all, because you are helping the club. Secondly, because you have a quality shirt. I think there is nothing worse than to cheat in terms of, look at my huge big collection of 100 shirts, but they are fake. You know what I mean? That's my thing, because if you are able to buy 100 shirts, well, I prefer to have like 3 real shirts than 100 fake shirts. My opinion, again. The problem, of course, is that it's expensive. I know, I understand. But you help your club. You're wearing that authentic shirt. I mean, authentic or fan version, whatever. But I mean, it's Juve that you're wearing. So, but that's my thing. So no, and when I see some giveaways of fake shirts, I feel bad. I feel bad because I experienced it in the past about fake shirts as giveaways where you don't know about it, and then you participate, you win fake shirts, and especially if you love Juve and you see that and you didn't know, you're really, really disappointed. My opinion, huh? So I prefer to do a bit less, but when I do, I give you things that are attending from the store. I mean, from the store. That being said, that's another thing. Yeah? Waiting until the end of the season where you have some sales, of course. Sader, 43 months. You are that close to play against Inter. Who? Sader, who? Me? I will not play against Inter. I will not even go to the stadium. Rob, ciao Rob, grande. Why no longer have long sleeves kits like Liverpool FC? This is a question that I have asked. Thank you for the donation, my friend. I have asked, I believe, 4 years ago to someone at Adidas. And honestly, the answer that I received was there is no specific demand for long sleeves, except of a few people here and there, but there are no real demands for long sleeves. I mean, I'm asking, you're asking, but for people to really buy the long sleeves, you need a big, huge spending power. And at the moment, it's not like that. There is a huge difference between Italian market and English market. In England, a lot of people, they have that. They are used to go and buy the official product of the club. Fan version, authentic version, whatever. They buy shirts. While in Italy, a lot of time you have that fake market that it's on strange sites or in front of the stadiums where you cannot do anything about it. Or not even, because people, they go to the stadium without wearing the shirt. So the market in UK is much more strong to be able to introduce another line. While in Italy, it's already difficult in a way to be sure that you will have a sold out on specific categories of shirts, and creating another one on top is problematic in a way. So no, guys. That's what they told me. Official answer. Official answer, because at the moment there is not really a big, huge, impactful, demanding market for it. No, it's a reality. I know, I would love to, but you know how much it costs on top to create another line with another product. People are already complaining now that the shirts are expensive, and they are expensive. So I know because I asked someone from Adidas, and also because I know what it is to create other lines, extra lines. When you know that you have a solid fan base that are ready to buy official, you know that you are not taking any risk if you are putting a category more or less. But I asked someone from Adidas directly, and they told me that's the problem. Yeah, it's true, Maori. Yeah, I'm not lying. It's the reality. A lot of people with fake shirts, which again, I don't blame. I don't know the situation of people, etc., etc., etc. But it's true that it's a cost. It's a cost extra. Yeah, sometimes I do. Giuseppe is going to Juve Inter. I'm so hyped. So can we park now a bit the discussions about the shirts and go towards Juve Inter if you want, because I have a lot on my plate. Zhegrova, I told you, ready. ready to play, to start. Not to start the game. Sorry. To have some minutes to make his debut. Openda, much easier to see him. Why? Because he's a player that always played. With Leipzig, he already played. With Belgium, he played. He didn't even play the last game against Kazakhstan, which is great. That means that he rested already. Started his training session at Juve. So absolutely informed player. So it's a player that even if the role, we need to understand, has much more chances to play more minutes than Zhegrova. So if we are going to the lineup, let me check. I need to stop the movement because I made an animation here. I made an animation of a 3-5-2, but this is not what we will see. So let me delete everything here and just going back to the lineup here. What we are hearing at the moment is this. And if you watched recent videos, I think that you are already aware of it. But at the moment we hear this with one doubt, and that doubt is this. This is the doubt at today. There is another version that says that's the other version where Openda starts. Yeah, sorry, guys. That's the other version. Jonathan David Openda Yildiz, but honestly, I really think that what we will see will be this at today. Then the big doubt is here. No, I had Vlahovic because I was trying to do something last time, but this. At today, that's the... At today, tomorrow everything can change, but at today that could be the lineup. With it's easier to understand. What do you want to do with that lineup? You want to avoid one thing. You want to avoid having Yildiz that is tracking back. So what are you doing? You're actually a Locatelli that drops a Koopmeiners that comes here. Let's put him here. And you become immediately a 3-5-2. Where against Inter, you are having one man more in your midfield to battle against Sukic, Barella, Çalhanoğlu, or whatever player that is playing there, but they are playing always with a 3-man midfield. So if you do so with Koopmeiners that is tracking back, you ask Yildiz to not track too much. He can go on the left, he can go here, but you are not asking him to go here. The problem if you play a 3-4-1, and who is where is he? Openda, if you want. The problem if you do so is that you will ask, in a way, Yildiz to come here. And I tell you that if Yildiz in that position will start to play vertical in terms of movements, you will lose Yildiz. You will lose Yildiz because he will go and he will lose himself in that huge big war of battle of the midfield on top of the defenders. So if you really want to start like that, then you must ask Yildiz to play like this, horizontal, to find the spot, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. This is what you need to ask him if you are playing like that. Because like this, he can find a position where he will have a lot of freedom. If you ask him to play like that, we have a problem. I don't believe that we will play like this. I really believe that it will be like what I told you. Cope, yield it, because easily you go like that. The question about Kostic or Joao Mario. We could potentially see Kostic. My fear with Kostic is that you do this really fast. Is that you do this extremely fast. A 5-man with Locatelli that we know drops. And then you will have a... You know, with David, he loves to ask for the ball. Yildiz, he would love to have the ball. He will try to find some space for counterattacks, and you will actually be extremely low with your entire team. You see? That's the risk that can happen. And if you recuperate ball, Bremer is not the quality player in terms of distributing the ball. Kelly, in terms of passes, is not the best one. Gatti is not the best builder. He could possibly carry the ball going up, or Kalulu going up, but Kalulu is not a wing back. So Kalulu prefers to start here and to go centrally, while if he starts here, he has a bit more difficulties, especially if he needs to pay attention to the men of Inter that are there. That can be a problem if we play with Kostic Kalulu, because when we recuperate the ball, we know it, and Kostic goes here, could be a problem. So that's why I still think that we will try to play with Joao Mario. Is it the best solution on the left? No, I don't think so. But it's a player that could play a bit higher, so that in case that you need to go a bit lower, you do this. And you still have, even if you have a Locatelli a bit lower, and you have that left side, here where you have a lot of men. If Inter is blocking here, well, of course, you need to find something, and one of the tactics could be, because Cope could potentially change, one of the tactics could be that, something like this. So that's super important to me. I believe that we play with Cope, with Yildiz, with Jonathan David, like this, and still with Joao Mario, to not track back too much. Against Inter, it would be a suicide, honestly. I know that a lot of people, but they lost against Udinese. Attenzione, because it's too early to say Inter is dead. Too early. To me, they are still the favorites together with Napoli to win the Scudetto. They are strong. They didn't change a lot. Don't forget about that. And it's a team that went into the last game of the Scudetto to win the Scudetto. They lost it. They went into the last game of Champions League and they lost it. They went in the semi-final of Coppa Italia, in the final of Supercoppa. It's a team that didn't change a lot. Now, of course, they have one more year, but they reinforced themselves with Akanji. Let me check if we can potentially. Maybe I can show you that. See the predicted lineups of Inter. I don't know if we have them or not. Let me check. Where is my tea? They are not showing us the lineups. Wait, maybe in Gazzetta. Otherwise, we can go towards the papers of yesterday, because yesterday they were showing it. Today they didn't. Today they didn't show it. While the day before they did. Not even. Then it's 2 days ago, on the 8th. When was it? The 7th. No? I don't know. Maybe on Friday. Boo. I am sure that I've seen it somewhere, but I don't remember when, where. Boo. Boo. Okay, we don't care. I'm sure that I watch it. Wait, maybe I can go here. No. Probably formazione, because here they always do it. Look, yeah. Here we have possible lineups with Di Gregorio, Gatti, Bremer, Kelly, Kalulu, Locatelli, Thuram, Joao Mario, Koopman, Achilles, and the Jonathan David. You see, that's the lineup that I actually told you. And then disposizione in campo. Bravo. Okay. Here we have it with Sommer, Akanji, Acerbi, Bastoni, Dumfries, Barella, Cianaloglu, Mkhitaryan, Di Marco, Thuram, and Lautaro. Let me say hello to my great friend Inter Worldwide. Ciao grande. I hope you lose on Saturday. But buonasera, buongiorno for you, to be correct. So you see, it's 10 on 11. It's the same team as last year. Of course, Acerbi 1 more year. Bastoni is not the oldest one. I hope he plays as bad as with La Nazionale. But Cianaloglu, we still need to understand if he really wants to play for Inter or not, because we know that he wanted to leave. Inter didn't want him to go. Barella was really bad with La Nazionale. Dumfries could be a thread. If you're looking at Joao Mario, Kelly, Dumfries could be a thread. Di Marco, for depending how he wakes up for 60 minutes, can be dangerous or not, but then you always have the other one that can enter. So Inter is strong. Pay attention, guys. The coach, Kivu, according to me, is not a bad coach. It's not a bad coach. Kivu is not a bad coach. Yeah, they lost against Udinese, like last year. Napoli lost against Verona, the first game 3-0. It happens. So let's see. But to me, there is, on paper, Inter is more complete, is stronger. Look at the bench they have. De Vrij, Carlos Augusto, Sukic, that could possibly even start. Fratesi, that is always dangerous. Zielinski. They have that player, Luis Enrique, that is still a question mark. They have Boni. So they reinforced, actually, the bench. Bisek, Pio Esposito. When we are seeing our bench, with Perin, Pinsoglio, Rugani, Kostic, Rui, McKennie, Adzic, Zhegrova Openda, Vlahovic. Of course, offensively, you will tell me Zhegrova Openda, Vlahovic is crazy to have on the bench. On the other side, yeah, okay, Vlahovic, we know him. But Zhegrova and Openda, they didn't play a single minute with Juve at today, so they are huge, big surprises. We need to understand that. So, to me, pay attention before, and please don't start with... They lost 5-0 in the Champions League, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. From Sunday, or not even, Saturday night, if things go well, we can speak again about the 5-0. Before that, I would wait a bit about the 5-0. Calma. Sader! That was a late comment about that pick of Tudor and Conceição. Now I get it. That close to play against either. Yeah, but don't risk him, Sader, don't risk him, please. And that's what I heard, that Juve do not want to risk him, Conceição. Our bench is stronger than last year. It could be, Carlo. But again, Openda, we don't even know the role that he will play. Tudor will decide now. He will start because watching a player in highlight and skill is one thing. Understanding how a player was playing, looking at other formations, other teams is another thing. Watching a player that is at your disposal is totally different. So yeah, no, don't underestimate them. That was my point. Because then in football everything can happen. Last year, if you're looking at the 4-4, if we are honest, because people they forget. If you're honest, in that first half, if it is 5-1 for Inter, we can't say anything. They were destroying us. They were really, they were playing with us. Then I don't know what happened to Inter. They decided to, I don't know, ego. They were flying. They were thinking the game was over. They were missing a lot. And then Juve came out with a change of Yildiz. But they had the game in their hand. Yeah, Kenan later. It's actually Inter that lost the game, according to me. They should have closed it last year. Then we go with the 4-4. Even the 1-0 that we win, it's not that Juve was that stronger than Inter in that game. So you don't know. Let's see. I'm super curious. So we spoke about the third shirt. Tomorrow, don't forget, Turin Giants. 10 p.m. Italian time, so don't complain now because there will be no international break. 5 p.m. in New York, no, 4 p.m. in New York. With Turin Giants, we go with Talk Juve, Juventini of the world. So I'm super happy with that because I know that you appreciated it. But also tomorrow there will be the Zhegrova Openda press conference. I don't know if they will. Probably they will sit next to each other. What is the question that you would ask to or Zhegrova or Openda? Choose the player and ask one question for these players. And don't ask to Zhegrova how many minutes he has in the legs, because that's too easy. That question will arrive for sure. That's a question that I probably would not prepare because I know that one of the journalists will ask it. So I will not, spend my my question on how many minutes do you have in the legs. Mauri wants to ask to Openda why he has chosen Juve and if it was a hard decision to reject Bayern. Beautiful question. Yeah, every Thursday, 10 p.m. Italian time. Mufid is saying if we don't change formation, we need a lot of men in the flanks to block Dumfries and Di Marco. Yeah, but I don't think that Tudor will look to only block Inter. I don't think that Tudor is a block coach, which Allegri was and is. First, we think about blocking and then how to take opportunities. While Tudor, if he starts to thinking about checkmate, about blocking, he will lose himself. So we have a different coach, and I believe that when we are analyzing the game, we need to analyze it in a different way. Any chance for a vid? A vid of what? To Openda, your favorite position role on the pitch? Yeah, good question. I need to understand. Because I know the qualities that he has, but I still need to understand how. Now, Juventus is where I am from Monday to Friday, from 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. in Italian every day in the week, and Turin Giants is here on the channel every Thursday at 10 p.m. I would ask them about their thoughts about the Derby d'Italia and how familiar they are with it. I would want to know if they have grinta for this particular game. Good, and indeed, because of course you start immediately with the Derby d'Italia. Who started the Derby d'Italia? If I'm not wrong, Barrenechea. First one. The last one that debuted in an Inter game was Barrenechea, if I'm not wrong, by heart. No, it's my friend. Haj is my friend. Then I always need to pay attention when and how to invite. His channel is doing fantastically well. He's doing beautiful content, different content as me. It's, I believe, a complimentary, beautiful. He's my friend. He's absolutely my friend. I can only recommend Hashbal. A lot of people discovered him also thanks to the fact that I invited. He was here, I believe, 2 or 3 times. Ciao, grande Paolo. I do suspect Inter will try crossing balls into the box. Often that was our biggest weakness. I don't know because that's not that much the way that they start playing. They end a lot of time the games like that when they need it, but they don't start always the game like that. Inter usually they try to play in profondità, in that vertical line, in trying to find their strikers with a play of Thuram, Lautaro that are each of them coming, and that's how they start the game. Then, depending on the result, they start crossing. That can be a big weapon. Could be that they start like that to change a bit, to surprise you. It could be. Good one. A second post, Dumfries could be lethal. We know it. Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to look what else I needed to say. So we spoke about Zhegrova Openda press conference tomorrow. It could be that we are doing it live. Thuram. The first questions were raised by Juve management for increasing the salary. Yeah, he's earning cheap. There were a lot of voices, Premier League clubs. And now Juve, they said, if there are players that need a salary increase, of course, Kenan Yildiz, but also Thuram, even if it's only 1 year it is there. But the fact that we signed him also for a cheap salary, you have room for improvement. So, yeah. So, Thuram, I tell you already, talks about contract extension. It's not a priority. It will not happen next week, but that's already circulating in the management. Thuram, Yildiz should be done soon. We spoke about the third kit, about Turin Giants tomorrow, about the press conference, Zhegrova in training session. I watched the Premier League International Cup. Did you hear about the Premier League International Club or not yet? It started now, Premier League International Club. Mufit saw me in the chat. Yes, I was in the chat at a certain moment. Then I was watching on television, so I was not really writing a lot. But actually, it's 2 groups of 8 teams organized in UK. So you have really 2 groups, Group A, Group B, I believe, or something like that, where Juve is in as well. You don't play all the games now. It's spread over I don't know how long, because our next game will be in October. And actually, it's an under-21 competition. It's 4 groups. Mamma mia. Oh, I was focused on Group A, Group B. So it means that we have 8, 16, 32 teams then. Wow. I don't know about the other groups. But I know, yeah, it could be, because I heard 16 Premier League clubs Indeed, you're right. I forgot about that. 16 Premier League clubs and 16 non-Premier League clubs that were invited. It's true, and you have like 4 Premier League clubs per group, and then 4 other teams. Juve is in the group of Fulham, of Leicester, West Bromwich, and Crystal Palace for the Premier League clubs. And then you have Borussia Mönchengladbach, Nordsjælland, Valencia, and Juve. That are the team. We started a competition. It's a strange competition because it's under 21. We know that we don't have under 21 at Juve. We have under 20 now in Italy. That is the Primavera under 20 that is managed by Padoin. And then we have immediately the next gen that are under 23 managed by Brambilla. So what did they do? They actually made a kind of merging 2 teams. And they didn't send the starters of the teams, but they have sent the players that were missing, lacking a bit of minutes to have some minutes to play. And honestly, I watched the game of today, a beautiful win of Juve, really a beautiful win. Here you can see, let me try to show you the lineups. For example, it was not really a 3-4. Yeah, it was not a 4-man defense, it was a 3-man defense that we played. De Bruyne is 16 years old, so he's already playing with the team of Padoin, that is under 20. De Bruyne, Belgium defender, is huge. He's 190. I was really happy when we took him from Ghent. It comes from Lokeren in Belgium, then Ghent. He's huge. He's really, really strong. I was happy also to see Shane van Aarle. That is a next-gen player, but at the moment, because he just arrived at the end of last season, it's a player that didn't find continuity also with Pedro Felipe that is there. We need also some solidity with the next that are doing really, really well. So it's good to have a mix of these players. So he's 19, I believe. 19 years old for Shane. Shane van Aarle from the Netherlands, Belgium, De Bruyne. The one that really, really, really impressed me, it's Crapisto. Crapisto, good guys. 19 years old. He's already with the next gen. 19 years old. He's already with the next gen, but he didn't play yet. Has been on the bench with the next gen. Last year, he was with the Primavera. But today he was impressive. I promised you there in the middle of the field, he was extremely impressive for technique. At a certain moment, he's doing una diagonale, a change of from one to the other side that was incredible with a long pass. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is he a TikToker? I don't know, guys, about that. I don't know. De Bruyne, de Nieuwhuizen Kalma, is 16. Huizen was generational. But if you are 16 and you're already with the under 20, it's not bad. Even if he already played, Padoin is already playing him in the last minutes of some games. Who else did I like? Of course, Diego Puño, we know that he's a good player. Amaradio is a good player, but today I have been impressed by the youngest one on the field, that was De Bruyne, by Crapisto. Savio didn't do bad. And then I'm always paying attention to these kind of players that are playing on the left, like Grelot. Josué Grelot, that is also from Belgium. Well, not bad. There were some good players, young. So how we are competing in that tournament with actually a mix between next gen and Primavera, but at the moment with players that are not always finding continuity with their team. So it's a good opportunity for them also to observe them, to watch them, for them to have some playing times. Will we see there the next generational player that will arrive immediately in the first team? According to me, no. But we could see a beautiful growth of players like De Bruyne, that I tell you, that is 16. He should not even be there, guys. But you see players that are already really playing ready, like a Finocchiaro, for example, impressive with the under 20 of Padoin, 19 years old. Gabriele Finocchiaro, or Elimogale, that is 16 and is already playing as a starter with Padoin, well, they have not been sent there. But it's really beautiful to watch that tournament, also because I'm curious to check the other players, how they are doing, how they are playing. You see the big difference also here with the youth here. If you are looking at age, more or less 18, 19, that's how old they are, with an exception 21. When you are looking at our team, it's 16, 19, 18, 19. Voila. So that's what I wanted to speak. The next game will be in October. But I don't know if you are interested or not to know about that tournament. No, of course. It's a huge, big business. Then I started to see, the Brul father, Torsten, I believe, or something like that, was a Belgium international. Nobody said that the next gen team is a team where all the players will arrive in the first team. Jorven, yeah. It's also to make business that allows you to do things. The problem is, of course, is you need to keep the best ones that are worth playing at Juve, because you are not Parma. At Parma, you could have much more players that are growing from the next gen up to the first team here at Juve. So not only you need to do that step up, but you need to be really, really, really great to play. Look at Rui. Look at Ealing Jr. They were really good with the next gen when they were there. Really, really good with the next gen. Then they make that step up and they find a bit of difficulty of continuity, of strength, of playing time. And it's difficult because you are at Juve. I'm sure that if it was Genoa, they would have had much more playing time, because you can do mistakes that are not allowed in other teams. Look at Miretti as well, that lost himself in 2 seasons in the first team. So you sell good players that could potentially become really, really good, like De Winter, for example. De Winter that needed 2 seasons at Genoa to go to his level, and then now he's at Milan. Let's see how he will play. But they are good players, good players that sometimes need a bit more time, and what at Juve not always you have. So makes sense that sometimes you are selling them. The thing is, who do you replace? How do you invest the money that you are having? If you're invested in Nico Gonzalez, then you're doing a mistake. I don't regret Soulé going away. I regret that we have spent that money on Nico Gonzalez. As easy as that. What else is on my list? Museum. But I already spoke about it in the video of today. Is there something that you want to talk about that we didn't go through, guys? Something that I miss? In the meanwhile, I tell you, guys, that you are closer and closer and closer. Closer and closer and closer. How much do we miss to the 40? Do you think that we can do it on Saturday? Saturday stuff. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the game of Inter to reach 40. So if you didn't, please don't forget to support the channel with a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you didn't, or to share the channel with your friends, with your family. I would love in September. Who I would add to the museum. But we have 50 names. What I love about it is that it's a living museum, which means that from time to time it will be possible to actually add the players or substitute some players. Some players are going out, 3 new players, 4, 5 players are coming in, and it will be the fans that will vote. A lot of missing. Of course, it's retired players, so don't mention Dybala, Ronaldo, because at the moment they are still in activity. The one that is actually not entering the museum in terms of criteria is Mauro German Camoranesi. And that's a pity because it's a player that I love. Camoranesi that went with us in Serie B. I'm trying to check how many games he played. 288. Ravanelli's missing. Ravanelli's missing. Let me check how many games Ravanelli played. Not that much. 160. Camoranesi is that close. He's the one that scored in the Champions League final. Ravanelli, it's a big Juventino that is working with Juve. Lichtsteiner is missing. So we have some players that are missing. Lichtsteiner played less than 300. I know because I made his interview last time. I think it was indeed 258 games. So it's a pity. He won 14 titles. 14, while the criteria is saying you need at least 15 titles. No, 15 titles was the criteria, guys. Let me check to be sure. I think it's 15. 350 apps, 15 trophies, at least 70 times captain, scoring at least 100 goals, or you have won the Ballon d'Or while you were wearing the black and white shirt. Cannavaro, for example, that's why he is there, because of that Ballon d'Or. Yeah, we miss some players, of course, that are not entering the criteria, because then other players will enter. We have a lot, no problem, but a Ravanelli, a Camoranesi, a Lichtsteiner that are that close, especially Lichtsteiner with 14 trophies, and you need 15. It's a pity. If I think that Ronaldo will be there, I think that if they put him one day and that fans can vote, I think that a lot of fans will vote. Not especially Juve fans, but a lot of Ronaldo fans will vote so that Ronaldo will be there. What I would try to do is that, I don't know, if you change every 6 months, for example, and you put like 10 players or 5, let's say 5 new players in and you substitute. If you do that, I would try to ask the 5 players to be there at the new ceremony, because that would be beautiful. You have a unveiling of the 5 players that won. You have a meet and greet with the players. They go to the game. It could be nice how you can organize it. Yeah. Fabian O'Neill. Let's put Fabian O'Neill. He scored 101 goal. Yeah. Once a season, yeah, whatever. But Cristiano Ronaldo, when we have that debate of is he a legend of Juve, yes or no, I always say no. For me, he's a legend of Real Madrid. It's not the legend of Juve. Sometimes you can be a legend of 2 clubs. It's not the legend of Juve. But it would be hypocrite to say that he had no impact to Juve. He had a huge, big impact to Juve. I challenge anybody in the chat to try to do what he did in 3 years in terms of goals. I agree also with also there is Saragama that is there, so I'm happy that you also have the women that are represented, and then you have Federico is telling us Girelli Balancea will be there in the future, Boatin as well, and then Hirinen deserves to be there. Partially, it's Juve, Italy, Real. You need 350, yeah? Look, it's written 350 apps, or 15 trophies, or at least 70 times captain, or 100 goals with Juve, or you won the Ballon d'Or while you were wearing Bianconero. No. Yeah, I agree. I also agree on that one. Legend and Hall of Fame are different. Ronaldo is definitely in Juventus Hall of Fame, but he's not a legend. Yeah, I agree. Oh, guys, 70 apps are a lot, huh? 70 apps are a lot. Does he already have a... No, he has 187. 108. Where do you see 281 for the Juve, Eric? He has 185 games with Juve. It's far. It's far. Maybe you looked in career. At Juve, 185 official games. No. Yeah, probably total Serie A. But that's different, huh? I can show you, huh? We can go if you want to. Transfer market. Locatelli. All seasons. Club Juventus. Show. 185. 6 goals, 15 assists. 185. Deschamps. David's, I don't think that he reached the criteria. Let's see. 235 games, 10 goals, but yeah, it's far from the 100, but we knew that. 5 trophies for Edgar. If you're speaking about Deschamps, 178 apps, 4 goals, 9 trophies. So it's a pity, because these are really important players from Juve. We already made that, Johnny. I show you again. That's the probable lineup with the, according to me, the only doubt here, him or him. Montero. Eh, 278. 10 titles. I know. Zidane is there because of the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I also agree. Yeah, stats and context, I agree. He needed how long to score 60 goals with Juve? 3.5 seasons? Or 4.5? When did he arrive at Juve? 21-22, if I'm not wrong. Huh? Let me check. All seasons. Juve. 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24. Oh, 4.5. To score 60, he needed 4.5. No. Wait. Full 22, full 23, full 24, so 3.5. At the moment, 3.5. Now he's playing his 4.5. Yeah. So he needed 3.5 seasons to score 60. And you will tell me that in one season he will score 40. That's a lot, huh? If you are speaking about games, he needed 147 games to score 60. Forget about it. Beppe, do you think there is anyone in the current team who could potentially make the Hall of Fame when they retire? Good question. For the 15 titles, they better start winning now. Because otherwise we have a problem. I need to check. Wait. That can be the last topic of today. That's a really beautiful topic. I love that. Okay, Di Gregorio is 28. Goalkeepers, you never know. Even if, pay attention, because I heard an interest from Damien Comolli about another goalkeeper for next season. Could be second goalkeeper, first, I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, Di Gregorio will be tough. But maybe with the apps, I don't know. Bremer is already 28. How many games did he already play with Juve, Bremer? 93. One title with Juve. He will not arrive with the goals. So tough. Kalulu. Gatti. 111. Is already 27. Bremer could potentially with the armband of captain, Next year, I'm just saying, Locatelli sold, for example. He plays 2 seasons as captain. He can enter that criteria. Let's put Bremer as a possible option. You don't know, huh? You don't know. I want to put an option on Bremer. Do you agree? Option on Bremer, but with a captain option. 70 games as captain. He needs like 2 seasons if Locatelli leaves. Gatti, Lloyd. How many games does he have, Rugani? 149. You never know. No. Cabal, Rui, Locatelli. Locatelli could be one of them also because of that captain band. Bremer, Locatelli. Armband. I would love to have a Kefren Thuram that is 24, guys. Huh? With trophies. That would be beautiful. Huh? Thuram with trophies would be beautiful. Mario, Cambiaso. I think that at a certain moment Cambiaso will leave. Kostic, Kopeners, Adzic, Yildiz. I don't think. I think that Yildiz will leave at a certain moment. Not next season, but maybe the season after. Depending on Juve. Depending on what Juve will do. Because Yildiz has everything to enter in that ranking. He could put... so he has already 86 games with Juve. 86, and he's 20. Right? Yeah. So, as one title, if he's there and he's opening, he already has 16 goals with Juve. He needs 84 goals. He's 20. He needs 270 apps. He could do it. He could do it. But that means that he stays. And that, I think it doesn't even depend on him. I think it depends on Juve. If Juve is able to show him that we are competing this year seriously, that next year we reinforce ourselves, he can continue, and then if we're able to win, I can tell you that he can stay with us and enter in that possible list. Otherwise, I think that with the market of the day, with the prices, he could possibly leave in 2-3 years. 2 seasons if we don't show any signs of really being close to winning. 3 seasons otherwise. I hope he stays, of course. So, 3 players. Bremer, Locatelli because of the armband of captain where you need 70 apps. And then Yildiz. More than that, I don't know, guys. Do you guys see someone else that can do it? Yeah, but it's, of course it's important, but you don't know. You cannot plan that. Zhegrova needs only 350 games. But Pinsoglio has like maybe 10 games with first team. Pinsoglio has six games with Juve. Colo is saying, if Kostic plays 300 games, I will quit. Ok, ragazzi miei, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't yet, please help me supporting the channel with a maximum of like. Continue to subscribe to the channel. And we see each other tomorrow for a video in the morning and probably a mini live press conference, Openda, Zhegrova. And in the evening, we are there for GJustjuve for Turin Giants. Tomorrow is a beautiful day. C'est un beau jour. We see each other. Ragazzi miei, grazie, forza.